welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Sam.
And I'm Nina.
And now we are looking at this crazy match where Tom has knocked down Sandal in 10 seconds, and we're like, oh man, is he gonna stay down? Yes. But he didn't. He got back up. He got back up.
No. I'm really rooting for Tom.
I am too.
Yes, he really needs it, and I think that his family will be so happy.
But the fact that Sandal got back up in the third round means there's going to be more to the match, and so it's going to get more and more exciting.
I feel like I'm watching a match live. Like this, reading the story alone is like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Like, oh, I don't want to watch, but I have to.
I can picture the Sandal on the mat, and you've got the ref going 1, 2, 3, and then he stands up, and the crowd's probably going crazy. It's making my heart beat.
Yes, so I guess we're gonna have to find out in the end what happens, or what happens next after he gets up.
Yes, what I do know is that the next part is going to be round 6. Ding, 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 ding,
ding. The same thing happened in the 6th round. After that, Sandal continued to beat Tom. By the 11th round, Sandal was starting to tire. It was Tom's last chance. Tom threw punches right and left. One really good one hit Sandal's chin, and the young boxer went down again. However, he recovered and came after Tom.
Okay, so welcome back to A Piece of Steak, Part 3. So as we had just said, we are about to enter our 6th round of the boxing match. And we need to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm nervous. So let's see what happens. The same thing happened in the 6th round. After that, Sandal continued to beat Tom. No.
Yeah, but so let's kind of recap a little bit. What is this the same thing?
Which is when Tom knocked Sandal down, but he stood right back up.
Yes. So this is talking about what had happened previously in the story, where Tom had, waited and saved his energy, and then knocked Sandal to the ground, knocked him to the mat, but he got back up. And so he got up again. So Tom has got to be thinking, oh man, this guy has a lot of energy.
Yeah, and after that, Sandal continued to beat Tom. So what is beating Tom? Is Tom winning, or is Sandal winning in this case?
In this case, Tom is probably not doing so well, because this word beat, used as a verb, in this case it is literally getting punched, or you can use this word as beat up. So a lot of times we would say if somebody's beating someone up, they might be punching, they might be kicking, they might be pushing. They are physically hurting this person again and again and again.
Yeah.
Obviously, in a boxing match, they are only punching because you aren't allowed to do other things. But Tom knocked him to the mat. He thought he might win, and then Sandal got up and just boom, 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 and continued to beat Tom again and again and again. So he's got to be feeling pretty tired.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Tom. I really hope he manages to protect himself and hopefully get back on track into knocking Sandal down. What happens next?
Well, so we've jumped now from the 6th round, and now we're about to get into the 11th round. So I guess the middle rounds, not so much happened. Probably just more of blocking. So in the rest of the next part of the story goes, by the 11th round, Sandal was starting to tire. It was Tom's last chance. So finally, 11 rounds in, Sandal is starting to look like he is beginning to tire, and he's punched a lot and he's starting to tire. So now it's Tom's chance. Go.
Okay, so what is tire? Tire is a verb. So when you start to tire, you are running out of energy and you're basically getting tired. So this is what we've been waiting for, right? We've been hoping that it will come soon, and that was Tom's strategy. So that finally Sandal will run out of energy and start getting tired, right?
Yes, and so Tom was kind of playing the smart side of this. He knows he doesn't have as much energy as Sandal has.
Yes.
So he's been waiting and waiting and waiting. Now it looks like Sandal's starting to get tired. So it's his chance. So let's see what happens next. The next part goes, Tom threw punches right and left. One really good one hit Sandal's chin, and the young boxer went down again.
Nice. Okay, so he hit Sandal's chin. So the chin is the part of the face below your mouth. Okay, so this is your chin. Usually, if you're a guy, you will grow beards, right? Well, if you're a girl, it's not impossible, but yeah.
Fair point, fair point.
Yes. So, yes, Sandal got knocked on the chin. Let's see. Did he fall down?
Says he fell down.
Okay, let's see what happened.
Hopefully he stays down.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Continuing. However, he recovered and came after Tom. This is never ending.
I know.
When will Sandal just give up?
Man, could you imagine being in Tom's shoes? Could you imagine being Tom and watching and being like, I'm using all my strength, and he just keeps recovering. So we had this verb recover means to get better from something. So for example, if you were sick, then you need a few days or maybe a week to recover, to get healthy again. Now obviously in this case, we don't have somebody who is sick, but Sandal fell to the ground, so this type of recover means to get back up and get ready and get back to being able to fight. So we're using recover in that way as well. So recover in sports terms is usually like something happened, maybe you slipped and fell down, and then you recover and you get back up and you get ready to go again.
Oh man, I really hope that Tom can end up beating him, but we don't know.
I just don't know. Tom's probably getting pretty tired too.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But it is his last chance, so it's almost over. Maybe if he can just savor his last bit of energy, it could work out. But I guess we'll have to find out after the break.
Now, Tom was tiring and losing power. His mind went to that piece of steak. He wished he had it earlier. Then, Tom saw Sandal's gloved fist, and everything went black.
All right, now welcome back. So we just spoke about how Tom was... Sorry, what happened to him?
So he, you know, he knocked down Sandal again. They're still in this kind of big match situation, and he's saving his energy and knocked him down again, but Sandal still got up.
He still got up. So let's see what happens next. Now Tom was tiring and losing power. His mind went to that piece of steak. Oh, he was so tired and he's losing his energy, and the thing that comes into his mind is the steak that he didn't get, right?
Yes.
He's like, oh no, if only he had the money that he could get that piece of steak and have more energy to help with his match, but he didn't. So
So in that case, he ended up losing power. So this power, as used in the story, is your strength or your energy or your force, in this case, behind the punch. So if he's starting to get tired, then maybe when he punches, he only has maybe like this much power. But maybe in the beginning, when he had a lot of energy and had a lot of power, it was boom, super hard. But now that he's getting tired, the power behind the punch is starting to get weaker and weaker and weaker. Now, you also see this word a lot when you talk about like energy or electricity in that case as well. So for example, if you lose power in your house, then all of your lights don't work and you have to go switch the switch and make the power come back on.
Or or if it doesn't come back on, you could always use a match.
Or a flashlight. Hopefully you have one close by. And so now that he's getting tired and losing power, I think it does not looking very good for Tom. So let's see. He wished he had it earlier, meaning the steak that he was just thinking about. So he wished he had it earlier. Then Tom saw Sandal's gloved fist, and everything went black.
Everything went black. So how come everything went black? It's because he got knocked out. So when you get knocked out, you lose consciousness, which means you're no longer awake anymore, right? So your eyes are closed and you're passed out. So everything is black.
So for just a moment, he thought about the steak and he wished that he had had more energy, and then the next second the fist went right to his face and everything went black, and he probably hit the mat and was knocked out, which is one way to lose a boxing match. If you get knocked out, then that's the end.
Yeah, because if you're knocked out and everything went black, most likely you're not going to get up in 10 seconds, right? And in here, he used his fists, his glove fists, to hit Tom, right? So your fist is basically when you have your hand like this. This over here is your fist, and it's what you use to punch people.
Yep. And so we see that this story did not go the way that we thought it would. We were all rooting for Tom. We were all hoping he was going to win and he could get some money to, you know, hopefully buy some food and then bring it back to his family. But it didn't go that way.
Yeah, I was actually really expecting him to win in the end, because usually morals of the stories would be, oh, don't give up. Just because you don't have as much money, you can still win if you are determined and you try very hard. But in this case, he didn't. So what do you think it is?
Well, this story is kind of a little bit more realistic. It's kind of an interesting story because in the beginning, when Tom was younger, he was a really famous boxer and had a lot of money, and he actually even fed his dog steak.
Wow.
So this is in the longer version of this story. And so he even fed his dog steak, and so now that he's older and he's gotten weaker, he's not winning as many fights. So because of that, he can't buy as much food, he doesn't have as much energy, it's harder to win, harder to make money, and then you've got this circle where everything is kind of getting worse and worse for Tom.
Yeah, it sounds like he probably should have saved up more money, right?
Yeah, he was a little bit free with his money in the beginning, but it also is just, this kind of job is really tough as you get older because it's all about strength, and if you can't, you know,
perform,
you can't eat well enough to have the energy to fight, and especially all of the new boxers are going to be younger and have more muscles and all that kind of stuff. And so unfortunately the story did not turn out like most people will think, where Tom will win, and unfortunately he does lose.
That's sad.
I know. I was not expecting this ending.
Okay, well, I guess in this case, like with the job like this, you would want to maybe not spend your money so quickly, save it up a bit. You know, you might need it for the future, because as you get older with this type of work, you would lose your energy and maybe not perform as well. So I guess that's it for this story, huh?
Yeah, kind of a disappointing ending, but one that could really happen. A more realistic ending, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
So in the end, I guess if you're making money, try to save it. Don't give it all away too early.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy the story, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
The same thing happened in the 6th round. After that, Sandal continued to beat Tom. By the 11th round, Sandal was starting to tire. It was Tom's last chance. Tom threw punches right and left. One really good one hit Sandal's chin, and the young boxer went down again. However, he recovered and came after Tom. Now, Tom was tiring and losing power. His mind went to that piece of steak. He wished he had it earlier. Then, Tom saw Sandal's gloved fist, and everything went black.
Hi， 大家好，我是 Stephanie。那我们今天来看单字。第一个单字呢是 beat， 动词，接连的击打。首先这个字的三态呢是 beat, beat, beaten. The prisoner was beaten in jail. 犯人在狱中被殴打。第二个单字呢是 chin， 它是名词，下巴。Jesse tends to touch his chin when he's thinking. Jesse 在思考的时候往往会摸下巴。第三个单字呢是 recover， 动词，恢复、康复。Henry hasn't recovered from the accident. Henry 还没有从事故中恢复过来。最后一个单字呢是 power， 名词，力气、力量。不知道大家有没有听过一部很旧的卡通叫做《大力水手》，里面的主角 Popeye 只要吃了菠菜之后就会力大无穷。那我们来听听例句。Popeye's power comes from eating a can of spinach。大力水手在吃了一罐菠菜后获得力量。好，那我们一起来看今天的文法。第一个文法呢是 right and left， 到处，指范围广泛而令人无法预测。我们看一个例句 ：During her show, Oprah gave away cars right and left。在 Oprah 的脱口秀上，她到处送车。第二个文法呢是 A comes after B，A 追赶 B。Come after 是追赶、紧跟在后的意思。Mina noticed someone was coming after her, so she ran. Mina 注意到有人在追她，所以她跑走了。最后一个文法呢是 go black， 失去意识。这让我想到我最喜欢的一部台剧叫做《一把青》。剧中士官长碰到麻烦的时候，口头禅就是“哇，两眼一抹黑啊”，意思就是我要昏倒了。所以 go black 字面意思上是眼前变得一片黑暗，也就可以想成昏倒、失去意识。我们一起看一个例子 ：Brad saw his wife give birth and everything went black. Brad 看到他的妻子生孩子之后便昏过去了。另外 ，black out 也有突然失去意识、突然昏厥的意思哦。比如说 ，Jane blacked out right after the accident. 事故发生之后 ，Jane 立刻昏过去了。好，那今天的讲解就到这里 ，See you。
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen.
Hey, I'm Ian.
We're going to play a game called Guess the Bear, where each of us has 3 words or phrases on these cards, 2 sentence examples for each. We're going to read them, but instead of saying the word, we're going to say the word bear instead, and you have 1 minute to guess all 3.
Okie doke.
Can you do it?
I can.
All right, start your timer. All right, this is a verb. When he gets mad, he bears a punching bag. Number 2, Germany bared Italy in the soccer final.
Beat.
Good. Okay, this is a phrase, 2 words. Number 1, I was hit in the head and everything bared bare. Okay, number 2, she felt lightheaded. Then the world bared bare.
Went blank. Went white. Went dark. Went black.
Good. Very good. Very
yeah?
good.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, so this is a noun. She had a huge pimple on her bear. Number 2, bear up. Try to keep a positive attitude.
Cheer up. She had a huge pimple on her face. On her nose, she had a huge pimple on her something.
Okay. Bear up. Try to keep a positive
Chin up.
attitude. There you go. So
Yes.
it's chin. Very nice. Wow,
Nice.
you got it.
Oh,
you got all 3.
in the nick of time too.
Yeah, now I am pressured to
Okay.
do it as well. Okay, go.
All right, so first is a word. It's a noun. The dictator held bear for many years. I'll do everything in my bear to make it happen.
Power.
Yes. Okay. It's a phrase, 3 words.
Oh man.
He always spends money, bear, bear, bear. The police were handing out speeding tickets, bear, bear, bear.
Next one, please.
Okay. Last one is a verb, 1 word.
Okay.
It took him months to bear from the accident. I had the flu, but I bared after about a week.
Healed. Recovered.
Yes. Okay. Let's go back to the other one.
Oh,
So
man. Okay.
it's a phrase, it's 3 words.
Okay.
He always spends money, bear, bear, bear. The police were handing out speeding tickets, bear, bear, bear. He always spends money, bear, bear, bear.
As much. No, I don't know. That one's
All right. Okay. So this last one, it's a phrase, and it's 3 words. And it's right and left.
right.
He always spends money right and left.
Okay.
The police were handing out speeding tickets right and left.
I was just imagining them like that.
Like making it rain.
Making it rain. That was
speeding
hard.
tickets.
I don't.
Yeah. So the phrase ones, I'm always like,
My brain just stops.
See you next time.